contact column here. Hey, I just wanted to make a video. I've actually had a few requests about what knives I have and use and kind of my everyday carry items that I have. So I was going to kind of make that kind of a mashup of the two things. Kind of talk about what I have, why I use it, some of the ones that I do recommend. Now I don't have anything that's just super high dollar. I don't have any custom knives or $400 or $500 knives, anything like that. It's more just the everyday kind of items that I've gotten over the years and that I've used. So I just wanted to kind of talk about those and tell you what I have. So I'm going to start with my everyday carry. Some of the things that I carry every day, and everybody's different about what they carry, where they work, what they do. Personally, where I work, I can't carry firearms, so I don't have a firearm that I carry every day. I do carry it as often as I can, but I have a minimalist wallet. I like these because cards slide in, hard plastic, slip that right in your pocket. You can put cash in there if you need to. I also carry this Victorinox Onyx. It's a Swiss Army knife. It has, looks like about 5 blades, I think, on there. 5 or 6. And this is very, very good. I like it because it has a couple of different blades. It has the long blade, the short blade. It has a screwdriver, corkscrew. It's got a punch. It's got tweezers. And then I actually ordered the clip that you see on there to clip it on your pocket. I ordered that aftermarket. It screws right into the little eyelet for the keychain. Like 20 bucks on Amazon. Those are nice though because they don't normally come with a clip to clip it on your pocket, but I like having it in my pocket like the other knives that generally have the clip built on. So I bought that separately, but this is the Onyx. All the blades are black, kind of like that. It was unique, but I carry this pretty much every day. And I also have a miniature version that I also carry sometimes just to have it as an extra backup. It has like 4 or 5 blades, but it's also a Victorinox. It's got the red, white, and blue on there. Carry chapstick every day, and usually a cheap little pen. I don't have anything crazy. I usually just carry a little Bic pen with me, and then I use this Groove Life belt. It's kind of elasticy. It's adjustable. Has a latch. It's kind of magnetic. It's fully adjustable, so whatever size you are, and it's thick enough that you can clip a knife or a firearm on here too. It's pretty heavy duty woven, but this is by Groove Life, and you can get different belts. I got the solid black, but they have where you can get the topography and different ones, but these are really nice. I like these belts. I think it retails for around $60-$70, but if you're looking for a good belt, this is my everyday belt, and I use it every day, literally. But that's my everyday carry. That's pretty much what I have on me at any given time. Now, I do switch out sometimes. I'll have the Outdoor Edge knife I carry also. There are times when I'll use it. What I like about it is it has a nice, good blade there, but it's replaceable. So instead of sharpening it, you actually just replace it with this little blade here. So these will pop off, and it's like a razor blade replacement, but it's a blade instead of just a razor blade. But these are very nice. I think you can get one for $20 to $30, and it comes with about 4 or 5 replacement blades. And depending on what you use, I mean, I replace mine probably every couple of months. But like I said, depending on usage, you may not replace it that often, maybe more often, I don't know. And then the blade replacements are inexpensive as well, so it's pretty nice. But that's something else that sometimes I'll everyday carry depending on what I'm doing. And it does have the clip built onto it, and it comes in different colors. I have the blue. I think there's a black, orange, different ones. But that's also something that I will occasionally everyday carry. But usually I have the Victorinox Onyx on me. So as far as knives, I don't have a huge selection of knives. I mean, I have a lot, but I use everything I have. So I'm not so much a collector as I do have things that are pretty useful to me. I have a couple of different multi-tools. This is one of the ones I have. This one's not a very expensive one. It's a Schrade Tough, but it's got the pliers, it's got the blades, it's got the screwdriver, like different ones you can use. I like this one. It has the wire cutters built in, full-size pliers. But this is something that I use a lot of times if I'm going to go out camping, or if I know I'm going to be doing some work where I may need a multi-tool. I use this multi-tool. I know a lot of people are big on Leatherman, and Leatherman's a great multi-tool. But sometimes the price points on those people will shy away from. But you know, you get what you pay for. Quality is definitely something you want to look for. But I've used this one for years and I haven't had any issues with it. I enjoy having it on me. I keep it usually in my truck. But this one's made by Schrade. And then this is something I've gotten recently from SOG. It's a little, it looks like a money clip almost. And it actually doubles. You can use it as a belt buckle too. It has a little thing here where you can actually use this as a belt buckle. You take the clip off and there's another attachment that goes here to where you can convert it to a belt buckle. I use it as a clip, but this is actually a multi-tool. So you hit the button in the middle, slides off of the belt buckle type cover here. And this also is pliers. It has the knives and things on the outside, different ones. Got a file, screwdriver, a couple of different blades, and this folds up pretty small. Actually has tape measure on the side, and then it just attaches right back onto the little clip here that doubles, like I said, as a belt buckle or as a clip-on. I use it as a clip-on, but there is a belt buckle that came with it where you can put it onto different belts and use it as a belt buckle. But this is by SOG. It's a little multi-tool. This is pretty cool. It's just, you know, nice, compact. You can clip it onto a bag, onto a belt, put it in your pocket, however you want. But this is pretty nice too. So those are a couple of the multi-tools that I personally use. I like those. They're nice, and I haven't had any problems with them. Like I said, this one's a little bigger, so you get full size, and then smaller if you want something pocket size. Something I've recently got, I got this actually as a gift for Christmas. It's by Night Eyes. It's the Thingamajig, and it actually has ratchets. It has screwdrivers here, and then the screwdriver comes out and it has a drive built into it. So you can put into here, and it'll allow you to have a drivable screwdriver. And it has the flathead, small and large, and then a Phillips small and large that goes into a little rubber holder that pops into this middle section, fits in here perfectly. And it has a clip, so you can clip it onto your keychain, onto a belt loop, onto a bag, and then it has a bottle opener, has the hex here for you can do, and then a flat pry bar at the end. This is pretty cool. Like I said, I got this as a gift for Christmas. It's pretty nice, pretty thick, heavy duty, so you definitely can use it as a pry bar, screwdriver. But I keep this with me too. Usually I'll have this clipped onto a bag. I don't really keep it in my pocket. But I'll clip it onto my bag and have it on me if I'm in my truck. I usually have this with me anytime I go anywhere, so I usually clip it right to that. But this is pretty cool too. I thought it was a nice little gift I got for Christmas. And then as far as single blades, I have Benchmade Hunt that I use. These are nice. This is probably the most expensive knife I have. Benchmade makes some great products. So if you're into a market for a really good quality steel knife, I would definitely recommend Benchmade. These are very lightweight. They're not real heavy. Lockable blade. It's got the textured on the back so you can grip, you know, if you're needing to cut into something. This one comes in an orange because, like I said, it's the Hunt. But the steel is S30V, and the blade quality is really good. It stays really sharp. But these are really quality knives. It has a lock, so it stays locked when it's open. Just pull that open. But this is the Benchmade Hunt. I've had this for a few years and I like it too. I don't carry it every day. I do carry it like if I'm going out into the woods or hunting, things like that. I'll have it with me, but I prefer to have the Onyx on me just because of the versatility of it, and it's a little smaller. But yeah, this is a really good knife. If you're looking for something quality, I recommend Benchmade. And then I have this one I've had for years. This is another Schrade product that's been around forever. I've had this for over 20 years. So this one is not really high quality. I've just had it for a long time. But it's serrated here at the front, blade at the back. It locks, but I've just had it for a long time and I use it occasionally, but it's more sentimental value that I've had it for over 20, 30 years. And then this is another single blade. This is a Gerber. I think it's the Parablade. I can't remember the exact name of it. I've had it for a long time. It has the clip built on, just like the Benchmade. It's pretty lightweight. You know, you kind of see, you can see through the middle, the design there. the blade locks, and then like the Schrade, it has the serrated at the bottom, blade at the top, and it also locks, and it's got the grip here, so if you had to cut into something, not real hard. But this is a pretty good knife too. I've liked it. I use it occasionally. Again, everything I have I use. I switch out sometimes different ones. Not like necessarily a collector. I usually use pretty much everything I have. But these are the three lock blades that I use occasionally. I'll switch those out differently. And then I have another Victorinox Swiss Army knife. I've had this one for a long time too. I got this one back when I was Boy Scout. This one has 20, 30 blades probably. It's pretty big. This is more something I'd throw in the bag if I'm going camping or hiking. I mean, it has everything from a magnifying glass to screwdriver, a saw, scissors, corkscrew, a punch. I mean, it's got tons of stuff. I actually still have the toothpick and tweezers I haven't lost, amazingly. But I've had this one forever too, but I use this only like if I'm taking a trip or if I'm going somewhere, I'll throw it in the bag because it has a lot of different tools. But this is not something I keep in my pocket just because of the size of it. But I'm a big Victorinox fan, so anything Victorinox I usually will keep for a long time. Very high quality products. And then of course, you can't go wrong with the old school, what I call pawpaw knife, just the double blade. You got Buck that makes these. You got Case, but these are, they're not locking, which is what most people don't like about them because the blades don't lock. But they're useful. They fold up. This one has 3 blades. Some of them have 2, but these are been around forever. This is kind of one of the older designs that people get and keep forever. I think this one was a gift from my dad a long time ago, so I've kept it. I don't carry it as often as the others, but I do have it, and these are really quality knives. I mean, they're built pretty well. The downside, like I said, is they don't lock, so you don't have a locking blade, but they're pretty good. Like, a lot of people will go with these. I see people with them all the time because they've been around forever. And then as far as a fixed blade, I have a couple. This is probably the one I use more often. This is by M&P. I like it because I can take it camping, and on the back side of the blade, it actually has a hard hammer spot. It's good for knocking in your tent stakes into the ground, anything you may need to hammer in. It's kind of handy to have that. It is a fixed blade knife. It's got a saw in the back, blade on the front. It's pretty heavy, so you do have some weight to it if you needed to use it as a hammer. It comes with a hard plastic sheath, which is, pretty handy to keep you safe if you have it in there so you don't end up, poking through. And then it has the thing where you can put it on a belt or on a bag. I'll usually attach it to my bag when I go camping. That was pretty nice. I like it. Like I said, it's probably not the best fixed blade knife out there, but I have not had any complaints with it. Like I said, I like the fact that it has the hammer hilt so that you can use it to hammer in your tent stakes. And then, like I said, the blade is pretty good. And then you can use the sheath, it'll unbutton, and you can put it on the bags or belts or anything like that. But this one's by M&P, and like I said, I know a lot of people will probably use like a buck knife or maybe even a Benchmade fixed blade. There's a lot of fixed blades knives out there that are way higher quality, but this was a really good knife, and I've liked it. And again, I'm not somebody that's going to spend $400 or $500 on a knife. I'm usually going to be more in the $40 to $100 range. And this one falls right in there. I think this one was around like $50, maybe a little less. And I've liked it. I've used it for probably about a year now, and I haven't had any complaints with it. The last 2 things I have are just kind of some add-on items that I just kind of included because, guys like us, we like gimmicky kind of items. And these are 2 that I've had for a little while that are actually pretty nice. You can throw these into a wallet or into a pocket, but they're cards, basically, like credit card, multi-tool type things. This one's called the Wallet Ninja. This was actually an as seen on TV item that I saw and grabbed, and it's pretty heavy duty. It's got a little screwdriver here on the end. It's got a bottle opener, a letter opener. You can slide a credit card into here, and it turns it into a phone holder stand. It's got a can opener. It's got the hex thing so you can open, nuts and bolts, things with it there. It's got a can opener on this side, bottle opener here, different things. So, I mean, it's kind of neat. I got this just like to throw into a bag or throw it into your wallet. It fits just like a credit card, so it'll fit into just about anything. But it was pretty cool. It was like $10. I grabbed it, and I have used it a few times. I've used the bottle openers, a couple other things there. The cell phone stand, sometimes if you're not thinking about it, you can put your cell phone up, watch YouTube videos, whatever. But Wallet Ninja, pretty neat. This one is the Swiss card. This is by Victorinox. I actually got this at a knife store a while back. And again, it's credit card size, about the same size as that, so you can slide it into a wallet. And it's made by Victorinox, so it's pretty nice. But what's cool about it is it has a little small blade in there. The side is a measuring tool, a little ruler. It's got some small scissors. This side has a file, like a fingernail file. It's got tweezers. It also has a toothpick. So a lot of the same little sliding attachments that you see on their knives, but it's in the card form. And then over here on the end, it actually has a ballpoint pen. So if you had this out, need to take notes or something, this is just something that you can throw into a bag and have it, doesn't take up any space at all. Put it in a wallet, put it into your everyday carry bag. But I have this just handy. Like I said, I really haven't used it much. It was more just, hey, that's pretty cool. It's a credit card size card, so I grabbed it. But that's a pretty nice little thing by Victorinox, so if you're into something like that. And that's pretty much what I have. Like I said, my everyday carry is small. I don't like having a lot on me. Of course, I do always have my phone and my watch and things like that. But these are what I carry pretty much every day. Just a minimalist wallet, a couple little knives, chapstick, pen, and then my Groove Life belt. And then these are the knives that I own personally and I've used. There's definitely tons and tons of knives out there, different qualities, higher quality. People are, out there doing videos about knives all the time. And like I said, these are the ones that I have personally used and I like. Like I said, everybody is going to use something different depending on how often you use it, what you want to spend on it, and what it's used for. That's why I have a variety though, because I like to have something for different occasions, different uses.